Hey, what's up? Jack Mangett for the Sports Post Podcast. This is May 4th, 2021. Now, a couple games in the NBA, a couple games in the NHL. Start off with the NHL. It's the exact same thing as yesterday. It was weird. It's just I looked at the actual teams that were playing today, and Canucks taking on the Oilers, just like yesterday. Oilers beat them yesterday, 5-3. Oilers clinched the playoff spot yesterday. Also playing is the Flyers and the Penguins, again, just like yesterday. I think the Islanders are taking on the Buffalo Sabres, and the Bruins are taking on the Devils. Still status quo. Um, Carolina Hurricanes sitting on number one spot. They remain very hot, and I think they'll go very far in the playoffs. That's just my guess, and numbers don't lie. And basically, they're set to, in my opinion, go to the finals. So yeah, that's just my opinion. In the NBA front, we have the Clippers taking on the Raptors tonight. Kyle Lowry made an unbelievable, stunning performance in his last game against the Lakers. I'll get to the Lakers in a second here. We have the battle of Marvel Comics. Now, I know what you're thinking, like, what the hell is Marvel Comics got to do with NBA? But a buddy of mine texted me last night saying, turn it on TSN 4. So I turned it on, and some graphics there, Marvel Comics or whatnot, that had some funky things going on with the TV and stuff. And let's just say, for example, Steph Curry, who had 8 threes last night, um, it, it just had some graphics when he shot the ball. So hopefully that happens again tonight, because I really want to see it full experience, the actual full game itself. But they are taking on the Pelicans just like yesterday. Also, the battle of KD versus Giannis. Now, there's no Harden involved, but KD and Giannis went toe to toe. Giannis got the better of him, only by 3 points. But to have no Harden and still only be down 3 points last game actually says quite a bit for the Nets, the Brooklyn Nets, and it just speaks volumes to how good they actually are. KD is just like, he is a phenomenal player, very efficient in scoring, but I wouldn't say leader. Yeah, so he could, like, he's one of those guys that can actually take out an entire team. That's how good he is in shooting. So look out for that tonight. That should be a very fun matchup. Take a look at the Lakers last night. They beat the Denver Nuggets. Now, yesterday I said that they wouldn't beat the Denver Nuggets, but apparently something happened with the Lakers in a must-win situation against Denver. Now they're fifth spot, and their fifth spot, and Clippers are fourth. So that would mean that would have to face each other in the first round. If I'm the Lakers, I'd want to face Denver in the first round, and facing Denver in the first round would do a lot better for the Lakers, because Denver's kind of beat up right now. Clippers are not, even though Clippers they're down to Patrick Beverly. Basically, it's I'd want to face Denver. So last night, AD Anthony Davis had 25 points, 7 rebounds, and I think 3 assists or something. I can't remember. I can't remember. But AD actually performed very well, and he came out with a clutch block last night and a clutch shot last night. Tatum, or not Tatum, sorry, THT, Caitlin Horton Tucker, he put on a performance last night and came up clutch last night. LeBron James never played last night because of his sore right ankle. Now, will he play on Thursday against the Clippers? I have no idea, but the Lakers have got to get it together. I know they only won one game, but if you take a look at the fourth quarter, they were up like 13 points and they blew the lead, and Denver came within 2 points. So the Lakers really need to hone in and play a lot of good defense and actually play the fourth quarter the right way, because they were losing a lot of the fourth quarter late minutes, but they actually held on to a 4 point lead, and a lot of it has to do with Marc Gasol. Now, Marc Gasol stretches out the defense and he shoots threes. He's a big, so that itself opens up the interior paint for Anthony Davis to work out or to work in. Andre Drummond, I'll get to him in a minute. Montrezl Harrell, a lot of bigs can go in there. LeBron James, it doesn't matter. So they have to start using him properly. They haven't been putting him in the rotations, and maybe that's the reason why Lakers have been losing. Now, Marc Gasol was a plus 17 last night, and everybody else wasn't even close. So sticking Marc Gasol into the rotation actually proves that his worth and his value to this organization, because the more you stick him into the rotation, the more he actually has an impact on the game itself, because even though they brought in Drummond, and that's cool, he got a lot of foul trouble, he puts up his numbers, but he doesn't really have an impact on the game itself. Marc Gasol does. Marc Gasol is a big that can shoot threes. If you put him in the rotation and he can shoot threes, that's phenomenal. Because now you have Ben McLemore, you have Wes Matthews, you have Kuzma sometimes can shoot the three, sometimes can't. Alex Caruso, KCP, now you got Gasol. So at the end of the day, Lakers and Frank Vogel actually need to trust in Marc Gasol and get the job done, 100%. So that is all the Lakers news. In terms of Phoenix, I can't remember who they play tonight, but they do play. They're number one in the Western Conference. Philadelphia is one up on the Nets, and they're in the number one in the East. And yeah, no, it's just I know we're getting down to the nitty gritty. I know we got like 9 games left in the NBA, and then they're gonna play the then they're gonna play the play-in tournament. So it looks like Portland was going to get out of the play-in tournament, but that's only because Lakers were about to lose. But now they're hopefully starting to win, and when they start to do that, then basically that spells good news. What I want to do is congratulate two people, or not two people, one person and one organization. One is, I know they have ties. One is Carmelo Anthony. He made it to the top 10 list on all-time scoring list, all-time points list. So congratulations to Carmelo Anthony for doing that, and congratulations to the New York Knicks. They won 12 of their last 13 games. Now, can they keep this up in the playoffs? That's to be determined, because I think the last time they made the playoffs was 2012, 2013. So that's a long time ago, but they have to actually learn how to rest, because playoffs is a whole different ball game. It's not like it's full court. It is actually half court, and hopefully the Knicks can transcribe their play into playoff play, half court. So yeah, once again, tune into the games tonight, especially the Marvel game between the Pelicans and the Warriors. And yeah, this is May 4th, Jag Mangit for the Sports Post podcast.